All right, let's get some energy up in here. Let's do some calm response. I say ha, you say ha ha. Ha! Ha! There we go. We're getting the energy up. It's so easy. I bet you guys laughing already. This comedy thing is so simple. I say avatar. You say Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar. Meher Baba Ki Jai. Avatar. There we go. All right, let's do it one more time. I say oh. You say Parvardigar, preserver and protector of all. You are without beginning and without end. Non-dual, beyond comparison. Don't start too soon. All right, wait. Beyond imagination and conception, eternal and imperishable. Oh, you guys probably know the rest. Oh! Listen, all right, just stop. I know, it's difficult to do the Master's Prayer. It's difficult to do it when you're with a group. Let me at least get a mic here so I don't have to yell at people. That did not work at all. It is especially difficult to do.
It's a clip, yeah.
When you don't have a microphone. We'll find out if this works momentarily.
Hello?
Yeah.
Sorry, technical difficulties here. It's difficult to do the Master's Prayer in a group, but it's especially difficult to do the Master's Prayer when you're by yourself. At least that's what I find, because no one can do it. It's like a 1,000-piece jigsaw puzzle filled with phrases that you know are about to come at some point, like Tetris, but you don't know when they're going to come. You know omnipotent and omnipresent is there at some point, but no one has any idea when that might actually be in the Master's Prayer. And people have different tricks, different things. What I do is I wait for that first syllable. You know, you'll hear like, nah, and I go,
On-dual, beyond comparison, nailed it!
you'll hear it be like, ben.
Beyond imagination and conception, I am a champion!
The problem stems from the fact that half the phrases start with you are. You know, you are this and you are that. So you'll be halfway through a phrase and have no idea what's going on. You'll be like, yeah. All right, where are we? I think we're on Beyond the... No, we did the Beyond the Three Worlds already. Where? Just focus, man. Focus. It could be on anyone at this point. And by this point, they pretty much ended the prayer. You waited way too long. Sometimes I get a little nervous, as you can tell from this moment right now, and I might jump the gun. It'll be you, and I go, Esau, the only one worthy. No, that's at the end. That's at the end. We're not there at all. That's the easiest one. I should have gotten that. But don't judge me. Don't judge me, because I know that for each and all of you, there's no way that you can get the Master's Prayer by yourself. I mean, let me ask some of the audience. I will take a volunteer at random and ask, is there anyone who is willing to volunteer? Anybody? Yes, young woman at the front who I've never met before. What is your name?
Elizabeth Talbot.
Well, that's a coincidence that you have the last name, as we have never met. So how are you doing today?
I'm good.
Let me ask you a question. What is the 10th line of the Master's Prayer?
You are indivisible.
Oh, it's 3 words. It's so easy. Why would you even ask that?
Wow, all right. Okay, focus on it. Okay. What is the second word of the 4th paragraph of the Master's Prayer?
R.
I just did a whole bit about they all start with you are. What am I doing?
Maybe it's me. Maybe I can't do the Master's Prayer. Maybe the rest of you are feeling pretty confident right now. The reality is I did have to study. I literally had to sit down and try to memorize the Master's Prayer to do this bit. I'm not even joking. I had to sit down and be like, oh, Parvardigar, preserver and protector of all. Oh, Parvardigar, preserver and protector of all. Okay, let's try this again. A, Parvardigar. Oh, I screwed it up already. It's frustrating. It's complicated, you know, but there's a lot of the arty which is complicated. For example, the American arty. I think we've been doing the American arty wrong this entire time, because I don't know if you look at it, but it's all questions. We sing it like declarative statements, but it should be, how can one fathom your fathomless being? How can we know you? We see with gross eyes. A glimpse of your shadow has blinded our seeing. How can your glory ever be realized? I mean, I just don't care for grammatical inaccuracies in my arty. And I think I'm not the only one who has that problem. You know, you want to be 100% accurate with the arty. So we have the Master's Prayer, we have the American arty, and there's one other aspect that has confused me for a long time. That's the fact, and maybe some of you remember this. When I was growing up, 80s, 90s, they used to do 7 Avatar Meher Baba Ki Jays. Now it's down to 3. Somehow it switched from the 90s to the 2000s to 3. I wasn't there, which confuses me because I wonder what the thought process was. Were there people out there going like, Look, I don't got time for this. I don't have time to do 4 more Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jays. I'm a Western non-Sufi Bible lover under the age of 40. I got Bible books to not be reading. Okay? I don't have time for this. And I guess it was fortunate for me that I wasn't there, because I know I would have been the guy screwing it up, but just humiliating himself. Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay! Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay! Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay! Oh! Also, I just humiliated myself right there. On the physical bit itself. You know, I would have been the guy having to like practice like I did for the Master's Prayer, going, alright, focus on the numbers, man. Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay. Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay. Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jay. No, be strong. Alright, baby steps, baby steps. It's difficult to go because you get into the force of habit. You get into the force of habit. But I think the one thing that proves that they went down from 7 to 3 is proof positive with 100% certainty that A, my nephew is a critic, but B, kids these days are so lazy, because back in my day, we did 7 Avatar Mary Baba Ki Jays, uphill both ways in the snow. Now, admittedly, there wasn't a lot of snow in Myrtle Beach in July, but it was uphill both ways. I don't know why kids are so lazy these days. I used to be a kid these days, but not anymore, I'm old now. I wanted to take a moment, since we have this great group here, to do an exercise. If you'll join me. Does anyone? No? Nobody? Alright, I'm seeing nothing. That's fine. But if you could look to your left for a moment. Great. Okay, this one. And look to your right. Okay. I wanted everyone to try to experience and really cherish this moment, because it's the rarest of moments when you're as equally as weird as everybody else. Okay? Now, in most situations, I would say pretty much all situations, you are individually by far, the weirdest person there. Alright? Let's just be honest here. Alright? In any situation that you're in, everybody else there combined couldn't out-weird you on the weirdest day of your life with an electrified weirding machine. Alright? And it doesn't matter. You could be at an I Love Paying Taxes fan club meeting. You're still the weirdest person there. You could be at an all Kardashian review of Les Mis, and you're bringing the weirdness up a notch. And we can put on a good face and seem sort of normal, as it were. You know, I can put on a suit and shave and go, "Good morning, Your Honor, Matthew Talbot, appearing on behalf of the petitioner," normally. When the reality is, it should be more like, "Good morning, Your Honor, Matthew Talbot, appearing on behalf of Sing a Song of Men." Everybody now! And the bailiff going on and all that stuff. You know, and people don't get it. They look at other people and they judge them for being weird, and they have no idea. They go, "Oh my God, look at her. She collects stamps. Isn't that weird? You know? And look at that guy. That guy, he still has a BlackBerry. That's so weird." Which is true. I don't know why I have a BlackBerry in 2013. But secondly, you just want to grab them and go, "I have no fewer than 12 scoop neck t-shirts." Or, "I celebrated my 11th birthday with a cake that read 37 on it." Why? Because my parents couldn't find 11 individual candles, my actual birthday, or 2 number 1 candles, so they went with a 3 and a 7 that would add to 11. Why? Because we were in India. Alright? And if you think being in India when you're 11 is weird, well, I can't do it, man. The story is correct, even if I can't do math. If I could have done math, I wouldn't have gone to law school. And if you think being in India when you're 11 is weird, it's time to take it up a notch. I went to India when I was 7. Yes, India. Not Indiana. India. Now, I know what you think, because most normal people would go to Indiana when they were 7. They might go to delightful downtown Indianapolis, maybe check out a Colts football game. I went to downtown Ahmednagar. I saw 2 goats fighting in the street. Okay? That was my sporting event. And I really only have one memory from this trip, which was tea with Mary. So I'll let you take a moment to go, "Aww. Yeah, isn't that great?" And I wish I could tell you that it was some amazing memory of a story that she told about Baba, or some amazing memory of her actually. No, it was cake. It was the cake. Now, to be fair, it's cake. Okay. At 7, if you put Mara and cake in front of most 7-year-olds, that's not a tough call. That's not a tough. Even at 31, you're still kind of like, it's cake, you know. Yeah. I wish I could have some cake right now, frankly, to be honest with you.
Hey.
I know, there's some delicious cake we'll have in just a moment here. I think the weirdest thing from my childhood, and some of you might have been here, was when Katie King, in 1993, we went to Muir Woods. Some of you might remember this. You were there when we went, and somebody somewhere somehow, it might be Katie, so I don't mean rude, found a tree that Baba had sat under or something, and somebody somewhere somehow thought it would be a great idea to do a full arty to this tree. Now, I get embarrassed when we're at Chevy's and it's like someone's birthday, you know, and everyone's singing, and, oh, I have to wear a sombrero, oh, this is so awkward, you know. So you can imagine what it's like for doing a full arty to a tree on a Saturday afternoon. Frankly, you don't even have to imagine it, because I'm happy to stage this right now in a little bit. Alright, I'm going to play it right now a normal person. We call them the normies, alright? I'm here at Muir Woods, and this is great, and there's air and soil and trees, and this is very nice and normal. Alright, now I'm going to play a bubble. Back to the normal. Why are all those people laying down in front of that tree? That makes no sense. I don't understand. And now I'll play the character of me at 13. Why? But it shouldn't be all doom and gloom, because I have some thrilling, exciting news that I wanted to end the day with. That I actually kept silence for all of Silence Day last year. It was amazing! Yes! I know! Yes! Even I don't believe me. It was unbelievable. It was unbelievable. I am now 1 for 31. Nailed it!
Yay!
And this wasn't just regular silence. This wasn't like kind of quiet day or slightly less obnoxious than normal day. This was total silence the entire day. My wife loved it. It was unbelievable.
I bet your wife wishes every day was Silence Day.
We'll get back to that in just a moment. You don't know my wife. You're just a random person, right? You have the same last name. No, which was so amazing, because normally I screw up Silence Day for the stupidest reasons. Like, I'll be petting my cat and I'll just go, Bella! Like, I just talk to my pets. I don't know if you're like this. I always I'm getting some nods here from the front. I always wondered if that was maybe like Baba's one mistake, that he was petting Chummy the puppy or something. And went, tickles! And he said the avatars do get one mistake, you know? I think the most embarrassing thing that I ever did was when I lasted 7 total minutes. But in my defense, I actually spoke at 12:07 a.m., technically the night before. So I thought it wasn't quite Silence Day yet. Now, it depends on how you define Silence Day. Is it midnight July 10th to midnight July 11th? Is it when you wake up the morning of July 10th to midnight July 11th, or whenever you go to bed, whatever's earlier? Or, my own personal definition, excuse me, when I wake up the morning of July 10th to midnight July 11th, India Standard Time. That gives me like a solid hour and a half any given year to be silent. I'm still 1 for 31, kind of my golf handicap, you know. But I'm sure that there's no one out there who thinks my wife wishes every day was Silence Day.
No, she'd be happy with just one day.
Just one day being Silence Day. Why? You think you don't like my jokes? You think you do some better jokes?
I can do better jokes.
You think you can do some better jokes?
Yeah.
Strong words. Those are some strong words. What do you got? Let's hear some.
All right, I have a joke. What does Amartithi have in common with the circus?
What?
They're both intense.
That joke is so old. That joke is so old, I call it Zarbach Sr. Alright? That joke is so old it taught Hazar Babajan Junior High School. That joke is so old it told Bao to get off its lawn. You gotta have something else besides that.
All right, I got a better one.
Alright.
Why did the mischievous chicken cross the train tracks?
Why?
To get to the Samadhi!
Oh, come on! Come on, that joke is so lame. That joke is lamer than Baba after the second accident. What, too soon?